Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck, constantly stressed and feeling like you're drowning in debt? If you've ever felt that sinking feeling when the bills pile up, you're not alone. For so many people, debt is the single biggest roadblock standing between them and financial freedom. It is like trying to run a race with a heavy backpack on. You're working hard, but you're not getting anywhere fast. But what if I told you that you could drop that backpack and finally start sprinting toward your goals? In this video, I am going to share 5 golden rules that will help you get out of debt for good and finally take control of your money. These aren't just theories. They are practical, actionable steps that have helped thousands of people transform their financial lives. So, if you're ready to break free, stick around. The first, and arguably most important rule, is to identify your spending habits. You can't fix a problem you don't understand. Think of your finances like a ship. If it's taking on water, you need to find the leak before you can patch it. Most of us think we know where our money goes, but the reality is often shocking. It's those small, seemingly insignificant expenses, the daily coffee, the subscription you forgot about, the impulse buys at the checkout counter, that add up to a massive leak in our budget. So, how do you find these leaks? You need to track every single dollar. For the next 30 days, I challenge you to write down everything you spend. You can use a simple notebook, a spreadsheet, or one of the many great budgeting apps out there like Mint or YNAB. Don't judge yourself, just record it. The goal is to gather data. There's a famous saying in business, "What gets measured gets managed." This applies perfectly to your personal finances. Once you see exactly where your money is going, you will be amazed at how many opportunities you find to cut back without sacrificing your quality of life. You might realize you're spending $150 a month on lunches out, when you could be saving over $100 just by packing your own. That's the first step to taking back control. Now that you know where your money is going, it's time for rule number 2. Pay off high-interest debt first. Not all debt is created equal. High-interest debt, like from credit cards or payday loans, is a financial parasite. It grows incredibly fast and can keep you in a cycle of debt for years, even if you're making the minimum payments. For example, a credit card balance with a 20% interest rate can double in just a few years if you're not aggressive with your payments. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. You're pouring money in, but the interest is draining it right back out. The most effective strategy for tackling this is called the avalanche method. With this method, you list all your debts from the highest interest rate to the lowest. You make the minimum payments on all of them, but you throw every extra dollar you have at the one with the highest interest rate. Once that one is paid off, you take all the money you were paying on it and roll it over to the next highest interest debt. This creates a powerful financial avalanche that knocks out your debts faster and saves you the most money in interest over time. Now, some people prefer a different approach called the snowball method. With this, you focus on paying off the smallest debt first, regardless of the interest rate. The psychological boost of getting a quick win can be very motivating and help you stay on track. Both methods work, but if your goal is to save the most money and get out of debt as quickly as possible, the avalanche method is mathematically superior. The choice is yours, but the key is to have a plan and attack that high-interest debt with everything you've got. Rule number 3 is simple, but absolutely crucial. Stop taking on new debt. This might sound obvious, but it's where so many people falter. It is like trying to bail water out of a sinking boat while someone else is still pouring more water in. You will never make progress if you were paying off old loans while simultaneously taking on new ones. This means you have to commit to breaking the cycle. The credit cards have to go away, at least for a while. The key here is to start living below your means. This doesn't mean you have to live a life of deprivation. It just means you need to spend less than you earn. After you've tracked your expenses from Rule 1, you'll know where you can cut back. A practical tip to enforce this is to switch to using cash or a debit card for your daily expenses. When you physically hand over cash or see the money leave your bank account immediately, you feel the purchase more. It makes you think twice before you buy. Swiping a credit card feels abstract, almost like you're not spending real money. Making this simple switch can fundamentally change your relationship with spending and help you put a hard stop to accumulating new debt. It's about creating a barrier between you and impulse spending, giving your debt repayment plan a chance to actually work. All right, let's move on to rule number 4, which is all about accelerating your progress. Create extra income and direct it all toward your debt. Cutting expenses is powerful, but there's a limit to how much you can cut. Earning more, on the other hand, has virtually unlimited potential. This is where you put your foot on the gas. Think about what skills or time you have that could be turned into cash. We live in the age of the side hustle. You could start freelancing online with skills like writing, graphic design, or web development. You could sell items you no longer need on platforms like eBay or Facebook Marketplace. You could pick up a part-time job on weekends, drive for a rideshare service, or even walk dogs in your neighborhood. Let's do some quick math to see how powerful this is. Let's say you manage to earn an extra $200 per month from a side hustle. If you have a $10,000 credit card debt at 18% interest and you were only making minimum payments, it could take you over a decade to pay it off, and you'd pay thousands in interest. But by applying that extra $200 every single month, you could be debt-free in just a few years and save a fortune. Every single extra dollar you earn and throw at your debt is a dollar that speeds up your journey to freedom. Think of it this way. Every hour you spend on your side hustle is an hour you rebuying back from your future self, a future self who is free from financial stress. And that brings us to rule number 5. Build savings and investments to stay debt-free for life. Getting out of debt is an incredible achievement, but it's not the finish line. It's the starting line for building real, lasting wealth. The reason many people fall back into debt is because they have no financial cushion. A single unexpected event, like a car repair or a medical bill, can force them to reach for the credit card again, and the cycle starts all over. To prevent this, as soon as you're out of high-interest debt, your top priority should be building an emergency fund. This is a stash of cash set aside for, you guessed it, emergencies. The goal is to have 3 to 6 months' worth of essential living expenses saved up in a high-yield savings account. This fund is your shield. It protects you from life's curveballs and gives you the security to never need to borrow again. Once your emergency fund is in place, you can start making your money work for you through investing. You can start small by putting money into stocks, low-cost index funds, or other assets that grow over time. This is how you transition from just being debt-free to actively building wealth. Your income is your most powerful wealth-building tool, and once it's no longer being eaten up by interest payments, you can direct it toward a future of financial independence and security. So, let's do a quick recap of the 5 golden rules to get out of debt. First, identify your spending habits by tracking everything. Second, pay off high-interest debt first using the Avalanche method. Third, stop taking on any new debt by living below your means. Fourth, create extra income through side hustles and put it all toward your debt. And fifth, build an emergency fund and start investing to stay debt-free for good. Following these rules won't be easy, but I promise you it will be worth it. Living a debt-free life isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about the peace of mind you feel when you wake up in the morning. It's about the security of knowing you can handle an unexpected expense. And most importantly, it's about having the freedom to make choices based on your dreams, not your debts. It's your chance to build true generational wealth and live life on your own terms. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 rules are you going to apply first? Let me know in the comments below. Your journey starts with one step, and I'm excited to see you take it. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on achieving financial freedom. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.